I am so tired. It's actually 3:30 in the morning here. I have been so busy that this is the only time that I can film this video. This is the weight loss journey that I have been promising forever now. A little backstory. I was pregnant 10 months ago, gave birth to a healthy baby boy. During my pregnancy, I had gained about 50 pounds, I believe. I had went up all the way to 171 pounds. When I had given birth, I think I lost about 15 pounds right away. It brought me down to 157 pounds. Honestly, I'm sure for some of you who knew who I am before I was pregnant, I've always been very tiny. It made me like really blow up. I gained all kinds of stretch marks. When I had just given birth, I was having something depression. God, I don't even remember what it's called, like a postpartum depression. Not really, but like baby blues kind of thing. So I was very emotional. I felt very low in my life. Looking at myself in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm never gonna get my body back. I am so sad, you know, like I was telling myself all of these negative things that, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna be the same, blah blah blah, sob story. I thought to myself, where is this gonna get me? You know, it's not like by thinking this way it's gonna help me be better. So I had to change my mentality, which brings me to my first tip of the day. Change your mentality. I had to change my mentality. So it's either I was gonna do something about it, or I'm just gonna lay in bed and cry my eyes out. We'll show you guys a picture of what my self looked like first month postpartum. That's when I took a picture of myself and I thought, wow, like this is me now. Like this is crazy. I know I had just given birth, but I was that hard on myself. I was upset, and that's when I thought to myself, you know, Azela, stop playing the victim, do something about it. Which brings me to my second tip. I started to change habits little by little. When you tell yourself, oh, you know, I'm just gonna do all of these things all at once, it's not gonna work because your brain can only handle so many things at once. So when you throw all kinds of things, you're just gonna reject it and you're gonna hate it and you're not gonna do anything about it. So for me, I learned to just add little new habits little by little. I started to cut out fast food. I stopped eating fast food like altogether. I started drinking more water. I've never drank so much water in my life. So I would suggest to grab one of you guys one of these towel water bottles. I got mine from Walmart. I got this 40-ounce bottle where I bring it with me everywhere, especially when I'm at work. I would always fill that up and I would try to drink 3 of that a day. At first, it's hard because you have to go to the bathroom a lot, which, you know, I was like, oh my god, like this is crazy. I'm like peeing every 5 minutes, but you get used to it, trust me. So it feels good. Like you'll see all kinds of benefits. You'd start to see your skin change. Actually, one time I went and got my blood drawn, and the guy that took my blood was like, have you been drinking a lot? This brace is so hard to talk. Have you been drinking a lot of water? And I was like, yes. Why do you ask? He's like, well, because you have bubbles in your blood, that means you're hydrated, so that's really good. So that made me feel like, oh wow, like I'm actually doing something to myself. I started cutting out sugar and carbs. As you guys know, for you people that know me in real life, I have the biggest sweet tooth. Like I love sweets. Theo loves sweets, and I think he got it from me. I stopped eating food that has empty calories because it's just not good for you. Some of the things that you eat, if you really pay attention, has so much calories. You don't even get full with them. Which brings me to another habit that I started to incorporate in my life, which is eating whole foods. Foods that will fill you up but with less calories, like broccoli and veggies and all of these foods and healthy stuff like cookies and stuff. It has so much calories, you guys, and you'd eat so much of it and you're not even realizing that you've already consumed thousands of calories. Which brings me to another habit that I changed, which is start eating veggies and fruits and healthy whole foods. Now when I shop groceries, I would actually go outside the aisle where the healthy options are. So That's where the fruits and vegetables and meats and all kinds of healthy stuff. And if you don't know anything about this, I didn't know anything about it either. I don't know how to cook. I didn't know how to cook. For people that knows me in real life, they know me as that person who doesn't like to be in the kitchen because I hate cooking. But you know, when you're trying to better yourself, you have to better yourself in every aspect you can. And that means for me, I have to start learning how to cook because I can't eat out all the time. If you don't know how to cook or anything, you don't know any healthy foods, Pinterest, you guys. Pinterest has been my lifesaver. It's where I get all of my stuff, like recipes, workouts, and motivational quotes that I usually read in the morning to kind of help me motivate myself and remind myself of what my goals are. Pinterest, if you don't have any, please, I am really advising you to create an account and make yourself one, because it's honestly the best thing in the world. It has everything in it. Whatever you want, it's on there. Just search it. Another habit that I've created is being mindful of what I consume. So in everything, usually it would have nutrition facts, and like I would use this cereal as an example, nutrition facts, and it has like total fat, total carbohydrate, protein, and those are actually the stuff that you want to watch out for. Basically everything in here, like cholesterol, sodium, and it tells you everything that's in there, like the ingredients and everything. You want to really avoid stuff that has a lot of carbohydrates. If you're doing keto, you can go ahead and get as much fat as you want and moderate protein, but still stay away from carbs, because it's really carbs just turns to sugar and it eventually turns to fat. I don't know how everything works. You can do your research, but from my understanding, carbs is not really the best for you, consuming too much of it. Oh, another habit that I created is to, as soon as 10 a.m. hits, no matter what I'm doing, I will take out my mat. Like one of those yoga mats will work. Anything will work. Just doing my workouts on the hard floor just really hurts my back and my butt. So that's why I grabbed a yoga mat. And so I actually got mine from Walmart, which isn't very expensive. I think it was like $8-10. And then I had grabbed myself some with weights where I put on my arms, and it helps me burn more calories. And also some dumbbells. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, I will do something, get active at 10 o'clock. If you don't know any workouts to do, I didn't know either. I didn't know anything about working out. I was new to it, but I knew it was something that I needed to incorporate in my life to help me burn calories. I searched easy workouts on YouTube, and one of the things that I really recommend is walk a mile at home. It's so easy, it's so fun, she's so encouraging, and it's literally so easy. Anybody can do it. But anyways, when I started doing that easy workouts, I started to see my weight drop more and more and more, which made me feel so motivated, so inspired. It was just so nice to see my weight drop. And when you see results, you feel more motivated to go to the next level. But another habit that I had to create was to be nice to myself. I was always so hard on myself, and I would always beat myself up for things that I had no control over. But this one is on me, and I needed to be nice to myself, to be patient, and to accept that this is not an overnight thing. I'm not gonna be my old self again overnight. So I accepted that this is actually a life journey that I need to enjoy and fully embrace. What I had just said to you guys were the habits that I actually started to learn and incorporate in my life. Tip number 3 is accept that there will be days when you're just like, oh my god, like where is my motivation for today? Like I just feel so uninspired, I feel so lazy, I feel so down, I feel negative, and that's okay. There's days when I'm just like, oh my god, like I don't see any results, I look the same, my weight didn't change. But you have to start over the next day. You just have to. And maybe another day is just like the other day. it's gonna be just as negative or just as lazy. You have to accept that those days will come. Just learn to get back up and start over. Number 4, I took a lot of progress pictures, which really encouraged me, and seeing results really boost my confidence. Made me very proud of myself, seeing my journey like that, picture per picture, just like wow. I mean, even when my weight isn't changing, there's something inside me that's changing, and I can see it through these photos, and that was really great. So I really encourage you guys to take as much photos as you want. Tip number 5 is to set realistic goals. Don't say, okay, so let's say I want to lose 30 pounds. Okay, by next month I'm gonna be 30 pounds less. That's just crazy. For me, I have been doing this for 10 months now. I'm on the 19th is my 10-month postpartum, and I've lost 50. I weigh less now than when I first became pregnant. I think when I got pregnant I was 125. I'm 120 pounds now, but that didn't happen overnight. It happened within those 10 months. What I did was to set realistic goals. At first, when I first started this way back in January or March, whenever I really started getting active and stuff, I couldn't even do one push-up was impossible. It was not gonna happen. But my goal was to be able to do push-up, and then 2 push-up the next month, 3 push-up the next month, and now you guys, I can do 10 push-ups. That's crazy. Look at this. This is hard work. Just being able to push myself up like I do now, it's like, wow, I've gotten a long way, and that's really big. Also, I wrote in my little planner, each month I will have a weight goal. So for example, this month my goal was to see 122 to 120 pounds. I will see that on the scale. That's what I told myself, and it's only October 11th and I already saw 120 on the scale. So that kind of burst my confidence even more, and now I'm on to the next level. So for this month I changed my goal to, okay, level 2, I'm gonna see 118 on the scale. So by the end of this month I'm gonna see 118, and that's 2 pounds. That's easy. So it's like setting a realistic goal for yourself, so when you reach it, you'll just get even more hyped up, and you're gonna go even further and do even more. Set realistic goals. It's really important. Tip number 7, since I am 10 months postpartum, Theo's not really breastfeeding full time anymore. He's eating solids now since 6 months, but I'm not breastfeeding as much, so I don't have to eat as much to keep up with my breast milk. So I started adding intermittent fasting. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, so basically intermittent fasting is when you fast for a certain amount of time and eat for a certain amount of time. So your body basically burns calories, and that they use that as source of energy. And when they burn everything else, from my understanding, I don't really know, correct me in the comments down below if I'm telling you the wrong information, but from my understanding, when you're fasting and your body's done burning all the calories that you have intake for that day, then it turns into your fat for energy source, and that's why you're losing weight, because you're burning your fat. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing intermittent fasting. I'm incorporating it in my routine, which I think I don't eat until 11 a.m. So I have 11 a.m. up until 7 p.m. to eat whatever, but of course healthy. The more healthier you eat, the better. It's from 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. the next day, I fast. So I don't do anything. I just drink water, and it's easy because basically I just go to sleep, don't eat anything until 11 a.m. Another tip that I can give you is, if you're a breastfeeding mom, or if you're a mom that has baby and who's trying to lose that baby weight as well, is breastfeed. Breastfeeding, from the article that I have read, helps you burn 500 calories, extra calories. Guys, when you're already doing all of this stuff and you're burning calories and then breastfeeding on top of that, you're burning a lot. And so that's a lot of weight loss there. So breastfeeding is very, very essential for weight loss if you are trying to lose weight. Number 9, this whole thing is a lifestyle change. It's a lifestyle change. You have to basically change from the inside out for it to work, and you have to enjoy it, And you know, it's not like I'm just going to lose this weight and I'm going to go back to my old ways. That's not what I'm going for. This is a lifestyle change and a whole like self-development thing. So for it to work, you have to accept that you want to do this and you're committed to it. You have to be committed and consistent and just embrace it, because if you're not doing this for the right reason, it's not gonna work for you. You're just gonna go back to the old ways if you're tired of it, if you're being impatient, or if you're not seeing enough results. Accept that this is a lifestyle change. Number 10 is to do this for yourself. I'm doing this for myself because I want to be a healthy person. I want to set as a good example for my baby and for all the women out there. If I did it, you can do this as well. Be committed. No matter how many days you fail, just start over. It's no big deal. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't punish yourself. And I hope that my tips and advice and all this information that I had given you can be a little bit helpful and can maybe push you a little bit. That's basically everything that I did. I hope that the video quality isn't bad. You guys, it's 4 in the morning and I have to go to bed. That's all what I have to say. I hope that I can make more videos. If you would like this type of videos where I give you advice and some pep talk and stuff like that, please like it, subscribe, and comment down below for whatever you guys want to see, or if you have any advice for other females out there that want to lose their baby weight as well. For now, I leave you guys with my progress pictures, and hopefully it can motivate you and inspire you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.